The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports.
And the Fond du Lac Cardinals have snapped Kimberly's 70-game winning streak.
The right side, he's got a lot of space, and there's the speed. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. That's another Fond du Lac touchdown.
Radio Plus Sports, recognized by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association in their awards for excellence as the best in high school sports play-by-play in the state.
Out of the veer on the left-hand side to the races. 40, he's gone. 30, 20, touchdown. Spring.
There he goes. He has the first down and then some. The 20, the 10. It's another Fond du Lac touchdown.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners.
Bristol Morgan Bank, Taco Bell, BCI Burke,
Marian University, New Medical Center, Radom & Stone and Landscape,
Baker Cheese, Hopper Silkscreen and All-Star Trophy, National Exchange Bank and Trust,
Everson and Gibbs, Attorneys at Law, Bob's Pizza, AirTech, your Edward Jones Financial Advisors,
Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal, Addison Jones Real Estate,
Quest Interiors, Anders Auto Parts, Right Way Home Improvement,
St. Mary Springs Academy, Scotty's Auto Works, Integrity Saw and Tool,
Pioneer Pit Stop, Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
Camera Casino, Holiday Automotive, Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry,
Bauer Chiropractic, Silica for your home, the Fond du Lac Credit Union,
Moraine Park Technical College, Ledgevest Financial, Fondy Family Dental.
Let's go live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth.
Good evening, sports fans on Radio Plus Sports, and welcome to Fruth Memorial Field and tonight's Flyweight Conference football game between the St. Mary Springs Academy Ledgers and the Lomira Lions. Greg Zonefeld, glad to have you all along on what is a gorgeous, beautiful, perfect night for football. The grass here at Fruth is looking pristine here early in the season, and we're all set for what promises to be a real good game between the St. Mary Springs Ledgers coming in with a record of 1 win and 2 losses, and the Lomira Lions also coming in with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. These two teams last year battled through an alternative fall season, played in the spring. For Lomira, they were the co-champions in the Flyweight Conference with a perfect 7-0 mark. The Ledgers finished 4th at 4-3, and actually Lomira beat the Ledgers in a real exciting game and went right down to the end of the game last fall. And tonight, Coach Highland and his blue-clad Ledgers looking to exact some revenge as they take the home field for this one. Glad to have you along here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, and we're going to begin with our Fondy Family Dental Coach's Smile interview. Fondy Family Dental is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest schedule an appointment today. And as we get to Coach Highland's interview here on our Family Dental Coach's Smile, Coach Highland talking earlier today with Nick Rush as the Ledgers prepared for this game tonight.
The Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues on RadioPlusInfo.com. Our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile segment. Fondy Family Dental, a proud sponsor of the Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today. With us now, Bob Highland, head coach of the Ledgers. Coach, good to talk to you again. Good morning. How are you?
Pretty good. It's a nice day out today, and we'll see how we do.
All right, Coach, let's briefly go back to the Mayville game, a loss 35-28. Break that down for us. Ahead after one quarter of play, Mayville had a couple of unanswered touchdowns in the second quarter.
Well, again, we had things going our way. We took the opening kickoff, went down and scored. We had stopped them. Is there a crosswalk password or no? Opportunity, and we can't finish. We just couldn't get the ball in the end zone, and they have 2 consecutive plays. They had a pass play out of the backfield, which we had covered all week, and we didn't cover it. He goes, Schaffnagel goes like about 70 yards down the sidelines for a touchdown. Come back, they stop us, and on one of their first play, they run the ball off tackle, miss a few tackles. He goes about 70 yards again for a touchdown. Those are demoralizing plays, and in the meantime, we're sitting there looking at who can we replace out there, and we don't have the bodies. We had 10 kids sitting on the sidelines with injuries. Four kids that started in the defensive backfield at some time this season were out on the sidelines. It's been devastating for us.
Injuries, of course, plaguing the ledgers. Are you getting healthier, Coach?
Well, we've got a few kids. We just, again, Kevin Jans, who's suffered a severe ankle break last spring in basketball, is getting healthier. He's been back practicing for about a little over a week now. He'll get healthy. We found out this morning that Tom Kaufman does not have broken collarbone. He's going to be ready to go. A couple other kids we had out with COVID are back. It's just been every day you wonder what's going to happen next, and we're getting healthier. Hopefully we can get Isaac Hyland back, and that'll make a big difference in our game too.
Coach, it's kind of difficult when you have injuries, when you have guys out, to get a flow going, to get some type of momentum going, right?
Well,
good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
Nate Miller getting healthier. Hopefully we can get Isaac Hyland back, and that'll make a big difference in our game too.
Coach, it's kind of difficult when you have injuries, when you have guys out, to get a flow going, to get some type of momentum going, right?
Well, first of all, you don't even know who's, they can practice there. Like in Bone's case, he's a starting wide receiver, starting safety, and the day before the game, we don't have him. You try to get somebody ready. We started 2 sophomores at cornerback, a junior who hadn't played any defense at all, at safety, and the only one back there was Nate Miller. It's hard. It's hard to practice and get anything going, and we still should have won the game. We were a better football team than they were in a lot of cases, and I think down the road we can get healthy. We can be a dangerous football team, but looking over to the sidelines right now, 9 out against Darlington, 10 out against Mayville. It's hard. It's very hard.
Coach, what's the key against Lomira coming up on Saturday night at Fruth?
Well, I think it's just us getting out there and playing football. I think we're physically probably a superior team than they are. They lost a lot of seniors last year off of an undefeated team. It's us. It's just us not making mistakes, doing our job, and getting after them. We just can't get ahead and then make errors and throw pick 6 for touchdown and try to be in the game. It's all our fault. We've just got to get a little better.
The Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues on RadioPlusInfo.com. Our Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile segment. Fondy Family Dental, a proud sponsor of the Fond du Lac area sports teams. They see all ages of patients in a happy and honest setting. Schedule an appointment today. Coach, thanks for the time this morning. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you real soon, okay?
Real good. Thank you, Nick.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
Greg Zonefeld back with you here at Fruth Memorial Field on Radio Plus Sports. Glad to have you along on this special day, 9/11 20th anniversary, an event that changed America. These young men, not even born at the time that happened, but for their parents, certainly a defining moment in their generation. All of us remembering where we were on that day 20 years ago. And the public address announcer tonight reminding the fans to not take a night like tonight for granted, as we don't take sports for granted. We don't take anything for granted as we reflect on the events of 9/11. Continuing here on our Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show, time for the Moraine Park Technical College keys to the game. Moraine Park Technical College offers more than 100 career areas to help you for your future. As you said, both these teams 1 win, 2 losses on the season, and injuries have been a real decimating thing for the Ledgers so far. They had 9 players out with injuries in COVID against Darlington, 10 against Mayville, making some progress today, but also experienced yet another injury in practice on Thursday as Sam Lucas sustained the 6'3", 180-pound wideout in DB sustained a separated shoulder, and he is out indefinitely. Coach Highland says the keys are moving the ball on the ground tonight against Lomira and avoiding turnovers, and defensively to quit making too many mistakes. Too many times in their first few games, the Ledgers struggling getting up to the line, getting in the right position, and Coach Highland says they need to clean those up. As for Brian Gregory, the co-head coach of the Lomira Lions, he also says offensively they have to control the line of scrimmage and stick to their game plan and execute every single snap. This is the time of the year you get into game number 4, and the coaches want to see a little more detail, those detail things starting to come together that they've been working on in practice. And both these teams trying to find their identity a little bit, trying to find things and get them off and rolling. Time for our Bauer Chiropractic Injury Report. Bauer Chiropractic Injury. Got pain? See Shane. Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic, voted Fond du Lac's favorite chiropractor in a recent Reader's Choice poll. No injuries reported for the Lions tonight as they come into action. However, some key injuries for the Ledgers. James Bowen is out, Isaac Highland, Jorge Marino, Corbin Langfeld, Caleb Duell, Noah Baudry, Andrew Vandegrinten, and as we said, Sam Lucas as well. So a host of injuries, and the Ledgers needing to follow that next man up idea, and that's what they're going to have to do. Just about ready for kickoff here, our Right Way Home Improvement opening kickoff. From doors and gutters to roofs and siding, Right Way Home Improvement has you covered. Kick off your home project today. Contact Right Way Home Improvement for your free estimate. Call 920-929-8999 or visit rightwaybuilt.com. Ledgers are going to kick off as they go across your video screen tonight as we have you along on the video side of Radio Plus Sports. Ledgers will be going right to left. Lomira set to receive. And it'll be Cole Rotman, the 5'10", 140-pound junior, set to kick off. Talon Lutke and Kobe Sakat back to receive here for Lomira. Kick comes, is taken by the deep man Lutke at the 15, and he's up across the 30, down to the 30.
Here at Pizza Ranch.
And that's where they're going to start out.
We believe in...
actually, that was Sakat with a return of 17 yards. So Lomira is going to begin their first drive here on the near hash at their own 32-yard line. 32-yard line here, and they're going to send one wide out to the far side. That's going to be Colin Wallersheim. Under center is Nate Dewhurst, a 6'1", 190-pound senior. Dewhurst going to own the keeper, try to run up the middle. He's stacked up inside. Down there in the bottom of the pile, Billy Schrouth going to call it a gain of 3 on the keeper there by Nate Dewhurst. Dewhurst averaging 5.4 yards per carry on the season, 33 totes for 179 yards. Second down and 7. Wallersheim stays out wide to the right. In the slot, Turner Wagner here. Actually, Wallersheim at the left, Wagner to the right. Single setback there is Neitzel behind the quarterback Dewhurst. Dewhurst now is going to give, and here coming around on the sweep, it's going to be Lorenzo Johnson, and he is stacked up there inside. Leading the way, Levi Humphrey, the inside linebacker, 6'1", 195-pound junior. Lorenze Johnson. And they're going to say no gain on that one. It's going to bring down now third down. Third down and 7. They're just trying to see if they can force a 3-and-out early on. Key third down here for the Lions as they get set on their first possession of the game. Under center again, Dewhurst in the shotgun. Right next to him there in the backfield is Neitzel. He's going to roll now to the left side, looking for somewhere to go. Now he's going to throw, heaving it down the middle, trying to get the pass up in the air intended for Lorenze Johnson. But well defended over there. Nice job by Lucas Ramaker, the defensive back. And he was right there with Johnson. The pass a little high and falls incomplete. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. And punting time coming here for Lomira. Punter is Ethan Brager, 6'3", 220-pound senior. 2 players back for the Ledgers to receive. Back is James Bone. And the punt is blocked. Up the middle comes Billy Shrouth. Now he's going to try the scoop. He goes up, down, and he's going to get stopped at the 5-yard line. Billy Shrouth, the big fella on the inside, breaks through the line. 6'6", 280, gets the blocked punt. And the Ledgers are in business after the blocked punt in Lomira territory on the 5-yard line at the 10-18 mark. So the Ledgers forced the punt, and Shrouth came through. He's a tough fella to block, and he got his big paws on that one and tried the scoop and score and got all the way down to the 5-yard line. Ledgers with great field position. Cullen King under center. Going to hand it off. Inside is Nate Miller, and he's got nowhere to go. Looks like he maybe got a half yard. We're going to call it no gain on first down for the Ledgers, which means it will be 2nd and goal down here inside the 5-yard line. Cullen King, first year as the starting quarterback, 6'6", 180-pound junior. Josiah Moore goes wide to the right. And Sam Baker comes wide to the left. Under center again, fake to Humphrey. Now King's going to duck inside himself. He's going to be stacked up. He's going to be just about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4 as Cullen King faked the ball to Humphrey up inside and took the ball around, trying to go up in there behind his left tackle, Tony Yorkst, and couldn't quite get in. Now we got 3rd down and goal with the ball resting right at the 1-yard line. King brings them up. Again, wide to the left. One receiver wide right, one wide left. It's going to be the first man through. And diving into the end zone for the touchdown is going to be number 37, Brendan Gerdig. Brendan Gerdig gets the carry. And he is in for a touchdown from 1 yard out. And the Ledgers are on the board leading 6-0. Caleb Rotman on. Actually, Cole Rotman, I should say, on for the extra point. And the Ledgers try to make it a 7-0 lead. Snap, placement is down, the kick is up, and that one is good. So it's a quick drive for the Ledgers. 1 minute and 13 seconds after the blocked punt by Billy Shrouth. And at the 9:05 mark, it's St. Mary's Springs 7, Lomira nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Today's game is brought to you by Edward Jones and Beans Area Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Dan Sprater, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Elstead, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Ben Beerchi. Good luck to all the athletes in today's game. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
And we're back here, and Rotman set to kick off. Ball comes deep once again, grabbing it back there for the Lions is Kobe Sakat. Tries to break around the left side, and he's upended. Nice special teams tackle there by Tom Kaufman. who has been injured but is back in the lineup again tonight. And Lomira is going to begin play once again at their own 20. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 29-yard line. So Scott with about a 12-yard return on that one. And just inside the 9-minute mark. And the Ledgers with a quick 3-play drive, and special team plays are big. And the block punt leads to some easy points for Springs. Under center again. And they're going to give it off this time to Neitzel. And Neitzel is brought down. It's going to be a loss of a yard. And in there on the tackle, it looked like Tony York's again. Second time that we've called his number. And it's a 1-yard loss for Neitzel on his first carry. Neitzel averaging 5.5 yards per carry. Just about 300 yards in the 3 games that they played so far. So obviously the primary ball carrier with 54 totes. And that's 18 carries per game. So obviously they're going to work with him. It's now second down and 11. Under center is Dewhurst. Man comes through. And now Dewhurst on the keeper, and there's nothing doing there. A host of Ledgers with the good penetration. Looks like Kyle Pell, over there, that was Schwartz coming up in there for the tackle. And looks like they're going to call that no gain. And we've got now a third down coming. Called a loss of 1. Third down and 12 for Lomira. Clock running inside the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter on your Quest Interior scoreboard. Third and long. Going to pitch it out. Here comes Neitzel trying the right side. He gets across the 27. He's stacked up at the 30-yard line. Bottom of the pile there, Charlie Keeble right there to make the tackle. So Neitzel gets 4. But that's not going to be enough. And we've got a 4th down and 8. And once again, coming on to punt is Ethan Breger. And the last time they're in this situation, big old Billy Schrouth plopped through and got the block. Schrouth now you see at the left defensive end. He's got a running back to block him. See if they bring some extra support here. Could be a rush coming here from the left side. Schrouth pushing through. Breger gets it off. It's a high punt. It's going to roll off to the right side and go settle inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 28. 42-yard punt. Good punt there by Breger. As the punt travels 42 yards. And the Ledgers are going to start at the 6:48 mark with the ball at their own 29-yard line. Didn't get the starters early on. We'll try to set those offensive line for you between plays. Cullen King, the quarterback. Humphrey and Miller, the setbacks behind him. King's going to give. First man through, breaking inside, up across the 35, and just about to the 36. 7-yard carry there for Nate Miller. So nice first down play. The big guys up front. Left tackle Tony York, 6'2", 245, a senior. Left guard Billy Schrouth, 6'6", 280, a senior. Adam Wilcox, the center, 5'11", 165, junior. Kyle Pells, the right guard. Cooper Longley, the right guard. Back to pass is King. He's got his man. Wide open there is Miller. Miller's up across midfield, puts his head down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line. A gain of 20. On the first completion, 20-yard catch for Nate Miller. Nice little route out of the backfield. And the Ledgers with a first down by pass. And I'm going to say it's back at the 49, so make that a 17-yard gain. But for Miller, first catch that he's had on the season. Good wrinkle here by Coach Hyland and offense coordinator Kyle Krieger. Getting Miller involved here. Now the handoff with this one is Humphrey. Humphrey dodges one guy, tries the right side, almost eludes a tackler, but then a nice shoestring tackle coming up to make that the center, the safety, Talon Lutke. And he's going to limit Humphrey to just a 1-yard gain on the carry. Humphrey, the main ball carrier, 45 carries, 277 yards, a 6.2 average coming into this. And he scored 5 touchdowns. Ledgers have played some tough competition. Lost in week 1 to the top team in Division 5, Lake Country Lutheran. They've got a potential Division 1 quarterback in Luke Herdel. Came back and beat Darlington and then lost a tough one last week. Here's the toss, and Humphrey almost loses it, does everything he can to catch that. And the toss came from King. Humphrey took about 3 touches to get it out of the air, and he's going to lose 1 yard on the run. It's going to make 3rd down and on 9.5. 3rd and 9.5, so the first long 3rd down opportunity that the Ledgers have faced. Lomira, after a good punt, hoping to get a stop here. Single setback this time. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, and we're going to get an offside, or we're going to get a procedure call. And we'll see what the side judge says. Looks like it's going to be offside on Lomira. Looked like the right defensive end sneaked across. So offside defensively is going to chop that 9.5 yards down to 4.5 yards. A little more manageable. The playbook a little more wide open for the Ledgers on this one here. So 3rd down and call it 4.5. Ball resting at the 43-yard line. Give first man through his Humphrey. He's trying to get away, but he can't. And on the bottom of the pile there for Lomira, they look like Matt Shelvin, the 6'1", 235-pound junior who hung on tight. And it was a 2-yard gain for Humphrey, but that's all he could get. So now it's going to be 4th down and 2, and it looks like the Ledgers are going to go for it. 4th and 2, ball just outside the 41. They need to get down to the 39 as I look at the sticks over on the far side of the field. Running down to 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. 4th down and 2. King under center. Decides he's going to keep, but he's not going to get it. A host of Lions led by Isaac Wolf, the middle linebacker, 5'11", 160-pound junior, was all over that one, and he grabbed Cullen King and did not let go. And the Ledgers are going to turn it over on downs. And Lomira gets the stop that they need. As King is unable to make any progress. So Lomira now will start with the ball on their own 42-yard line at the 3:49 mark. And so far Lomira has struggled to get any offense going. Total of 5 yards on 6 plays. But we'll see what they can do this time around. Neitzel again is the lone running back. Wide out to the right side. One wide out to the right, and they're going to fake up the middle, and Neitzel's going to hold on to it, and he got through one guy. But there to wrap him up inside was Tony Yorkst, along with his friend Billy Schrouth. Tom Kaufman shot into the backfield and almost got him there. First time we've seen Kaufman in action here. And no gain on the run there by Nate Dewhurst. 2nd down and 10. A quick first quarter. Both teams running the ball a lot here. Ledgers lead 7-0 on a Brendan Gerdig 1-yard run. That came after Billy Schrouth blocked a punt, scooped it up, and got down to the 5-yard line. So 2nd down and 10 for Lomira. Ball placed at the right hash. Dewhurst looking over the defense as Turner Wagner off to this side. And the snap gets loose, and he's just going to have to dive on it. Bad snap, and really no choice for Dewhurst other than to fall on it. And that's going to move them back 7 yards. So the loss of 7 makes it 3rd and 17. And this is not what the Lomira offense is geared for. On the season, Dewhurst has thrown the ball just 14 times, 5 completions. And he's thrown it once tonight. And he's going to have to air it out here. Back to pass. Looking to the right side, has time. Now he's going to dump it in the middle. Almost picked off. Good defense there. Charlie Keeble smelled that one out. The pass was intended inside there for Lorenze Johnson. Keeble there, and it's a 3-and-out for Lomira. And they're going to have to come and punt. So far they've had one punt blocked. And on the other one, Ethan Brager knocked one 42 yards. Again, 2 back for the Ledgers. Snap is back. He's going to punt. It's a good punt, a high one. And fumbled, but picked up anyway by Gerdig, and now he's got room to play. A nice block on the far side. He's around the outside across the 50. He's to the 40. He's to the 30. One man to beat, and he's wrestled down at the 23-yard line. A 45-yard punt return by Brendan Gerdig. So the punt was 38 yards, and the return is 45, and the Ledgers are in business once again. And what we got going here? Looks like I'm going to bring it back here. I did not see a flag, but I think we're going to see a penalty. And we are. And the penalty looks like a big one. I think that's a 15-yarder. And I think it was roughing the punter. Nope, it isn't. So it's a Ledger illegal block is what the penalty is going to be. It's going to negate the big punt return by Gerdig. Ledger still will begin at their own 44. Handoff up the middle. Miller's going to get a yard. They try to work that inside trap. And Nate Miller, his 3rd carry, now with 8 yards. And it's going to be 2nd down now and 9. So they had a big punt return, but negated by an illegal block. I don't think the Ledger sideline was real happy with that. Gerdig fumbled it and then could pick it up and ran and had a nice return. 2nd down now, back to pass. King looking for somewhere to go. He's coming over here, wide open over here on the far side, and running down across the 30, down to the 25. Brought down inside, and it was Sam Baker. Sam Baker who made the catch. He came through. A 36-yard gain. Sam Baker with the catch.
I'd like to have your attention for a minute. The juniors are
it's now 1st down and 10. The ball now on the 24. Ledgers with 3 first downs. And Baker totally uncovered the defensive back one in the underneath man. Now he's going to lob one out the far side, and the receiver fell down as King let that one go. And it's going to be 2nd down now and 10. So a 36-yard gain, moved the sticks down to the Ledgers now with 2nd and 10 on the 25. Single receivers each side. And in the backfield, 2 backs, Humphrey and Miller. And trying to test inside. That was Humphrey. And he's stacked up. About 7 white jerseys inside. Lorenze Johnson at the bottom of that pile. And that's going to be no gain there for Levi Humphrey. So Ledgers have not been able to get much going on the ground. Had to work pretty hard on that. And now it's 3rd down and 10. The Myra defense, after giving up the big play, trying to hold them here and see if the Ledgers have to go for 3. King back to pass, and we've got a penalty. And it might be an illegal motion. Looked like the Ledgers might have moved early. And let's see what our white hat says. Yes, it's a false start on the Ledgers. That'll back them up 5. So 2nd penalty. Total of 15 yards. First one was a big one, negated a long kickoff return. Now 3rd and 15. And our first quarter, we'll see if the Ledgers get this play off before the end of the quarter. And now Lomira is going to take a timeout. And Lomira wasn't sure there on the substitution. And with 7 seconds left here in quarter number 1, we're going to keep it here. Coach Highland not happy with his squad on the penalties that they've had. And St. Mary Springs does lead 7-0. Brendan Gehrig a 1-yard run. And Cole Rotman with the kick. Ledgers, again, have gotten things going a little bit in the past. Cullen King 2 out of 3 for 53 yards. And on this drive, the big catch was made by Sam Baker. And that was on a 3rd down play as well. So we'll see once what offensive coordinator Kyle Krieger is going to dial up here on this big 3rd and 15. This will likely be the last play of our first quarter. On your Quest Interior scoreboard. Thankful they have all of the sponsors that we have. High School Sports on Radio Plus is presented by your Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellisted, Matt Moses, Jeff Willis, and Ben Berchi. Edward Jones making sense of investing. 3rd down, 15. Ledgers with the ball at the 30. Back to pass is King. He's coming looking to the left side. Has a man, Humphrey. And Humphrey dropped it. And putting the defensive pressure on Humphrey as he was catching was Talon Lutke. And Lutke kind of had him dialed up. Humphrey probably should have had that. It was right in his hands. And now it's 4th down. And in watching Rotman in warm-ups, I think this one's out of his range. So Josiah Mole brings in the play. And the Ledgers will go for it. 1 tick on the clock. This will be the final play of our first quarter. Would have chopped this distance down a little bit if Humphrey could have held on. Under center is King. King, 4-step drop. Now looking, now rifles. And Mole gets it. Oh, and they had the play. They had the hook and ladder play all set up. But Mole went down to a knee before he could shovel it to Humphrey. And that would have been 6. And Coach Kyle Krieger, the offensive coordinator, taking a little walk to talk to himself on that one because they had it. Humphrey was clear, but Mole went down to one knee after the catch. And the catch was 1 for 12 yards for Mole. But we're at the end of the first quarter. Our score, St. Mary Springs 7, Lomira nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Baker Cheese, producing award-winning cheese since 1916. Not only can you find fresh Baker cheese at your local grocer, make the short drive to their in-house country cheese store. Over 100 varieties of other cheeses from the best cheesemakers in Wisconsin. Take Highway 23, go south on G 3 miles, and follow the freshness. Visit bakercheese.com. Baker Cheese, a Wisconsin cheese heritage since 1916.
At Camera Casino, we are making magic happen. If you have a lot of slides sitting at home, we can magically put them on a CD for you. Need a different lens? We can fix that.
If you need something to carry all of your equipment, watch this. Oh, sometimes smaller is better.
Whether you're looking for cameras, tripods, or accessories, Camera Casino can make magic happen for you.
We're back at Fruth Memorial Field, 1 quarter in the books in this Flyway Conference football game. St. Mary Springs leading Lomira 7-0. The Lions going to begin the ball as we start quarter number 2 on their own 23-yard line after the Ledgers turn it over on downs. Dewhurst under center. Heitzel behind him. Johnson coming into play, and the ball's loose on the ground, and it's the second time we've had an exchange issue. And once again, Lomira is able to recover, but that's going to be a loss of, well, they're down there to the 15-yard line, so 8 more yards lost on that snap exchange. So far, Lomira has mounted a negative 10 yards of offense through quarter number 1. Yet to get a first down. Second down and 18, ball back to the 15. So we'll have to see once what Coach Gregory and Coach Obrigovich try to draw up here. Rolling to the right, they try to give it around the outside. That handoff was to Neitzel, and he is stacked up. And down there on the bottom of the pile for the Ledgers, that looked like Tom Kaufman once again. And it's a no gainer for Neitzel on the carry. He's now got 3 carries for 3 yards, and we had third down now and 18. Clock running inside, right down toward 10.5 minutes here in quarter number 1. Game's moved along, lots of running plays here. But Lomira's going to have to look to go to the pass, where they're 0 for 2 so far in this one. Ledger's looking to see if they can put some pressure. I know they're going to give to Neitzel. Neitzel's going to try the right side. He's up across the 25 and brought down there at the 27. Like Cooper Bulow in there in the bottom of the pile. Actually to the 17, so a 2-yard gain. That time for Neitzel is going to bring up fourth down and 15, and back again to punt is going to be the punter, Ethan Brugger. He's punted 3 times for a 40-yard average. Actually, 2 completed punts. Also, I had 1 blocked. So he's going to let her rip here. And that one is almost tipped. Inside again with Shroud. That goes out of bounds. And that is going to be, let's see where the referee lines it up. He is coming to the 36-yard line. So a 19-yard punt this time for Brugger. And the Ledger's going to start with the ball into Lomira territory at the 36-yard line. Short drive on their first drive is the most productive drive the Ledgers have had so far. And now they're going to start at the 36 here at the 9:36 mark. Springs with 3 first downs. Lomira yet to track one yet. And King is up under center. Humphrey and Miller in the background. Backfield, first man through. No, King is going to keep it. Good fake got me as well, and he's down to the 32. 4-yard gain there for Cullen King. Interestingly, coming into this one, he'd only carried the ball 6 times, and now he's carried 3 times already here tonight. So second down and 6 to go. Riding him down on the tackle inside there was Zach Pust, a 6-foot, 230-pound senior for the Lions. King once again, this time give us to Miller. He's going to the left side, has a hole, now cuts back. He's in the clear to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Nate Miller, a 32-yard run. And the Ledgers put more on the board at the 8:58 mark. So Nate Miller broke through the left side, got into the secondary, and runs it in from 32 yards out. And at the 8:58 mark, the Ledgers are up 13-0 with the point after to come from Cole Rotman. Miller's first touchdown of the season. There's the snap. The kick is up, and it is good. Rotman adds the kick, and the Ledgers waste little time. 3 plays. They go 36 yards for the score, and at the 8:58 mark, they lead 14-0. We'll be back right after this.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we believe in happy accidents, like in 1964, when a Buffalo, New York restaurant owner accidentally bought chicken wings instead of chicken necks. The 60s were a crazy time. Well, decades later, and the mistake turned masterpiece is now at Pizza Ranch. Introducing our new traditional and boneless chicken wings, tossed in our signature sauces. 2 more ways to get the country's best chicken available for carryout and delivery. Maybe it wasn't an accident after all, just delicious fate. Pizza Ranch. Mmm.
Greg Sonnefeld back with you here at Fruth Memorial Field. It's been 2 short scoring drives for the Ledgers. 3 plays, 5 yards in the first quarter, a minute 13. And 3 plays, 36 yards, a 38-second drive just completed. And on your Quest Interior scoreboard, St. Mary Springs leads 14-0 with 8:58 to go here in the first half. Kickoff is taken back there at the 15. Picking his way around the outside is Subtle, and he's going to be brought down. Now there's a scramble as the ball came loose, but it looks like Lomira is going to hold on to it. So 20-yard kick return for, I'm sorry, not Subtle, it was Sakat. He's got 3 returns for 49 yards. And actually now they're going to say it's Litke, so his first return of 20 yards, and Lomira is going to begin play at the 31-yard line at the 8:47 mark. Lions yet to get a first down, trying to change that on this possession. Good crowd on hand, fans enjoying a beautiful fall evening. It was a warm day and a beautiful night. Here's the give to Johnson. He's going to go around the right side. He's across the 35 and brought down over there actually right about at the 36. And looked like the outside linebacker, Jacob Holmes, who made the tackle on that one. 3-yard gain for Lorenze Johnson. 8 yards per carry coming into this one. He's carried it 20 times, 159 yards. Got a good burst. It's now 2nd down and 7. Play comes in. All the players for Lomira, when the play comes in, checking their wristbands. Kind of go a bit of a no-huddle look. Pistol formation. And coming through, they give it. No, now John, he's going to stacked up. One into the line and lost in a sea of blue. And that Tom Coughlin, again, no, that's Cooper Bulow. He's going to have to come off as his helmet came off.
Wagner on the carry.
But the Gary, that time by Turner Wagner, the first time that we've seen him. And it looks like he's going to give 1 yard. So they're up there at the 35, 3rd down and 6. So a little bit more of a manageable distance than what Lomira has been finding themselves in the double-digit 3rd down distances. This time a manageable 3rd and 6, the ball resting at their own 35. No wideouts, going to run to the right side. There's the fake. Dewhurst up there, and he tries to get up to the 40. Did get into the secondary that time, but Nate Miller there to rack him down. I'm going to call it a 5-yard gain. And the gain of 5 now makes it 4th down and 1. And with the ball in Ledger territory at their own 40, the coaches over there, Coach Gregory and Coach Obridgewich, are saying, no, we're going to kick it away once again. Last punt by Brager was just a 19-yarder. Single safety back this time for the Ledgers. Back there is number 4, James Bone. Almost blocked again. Nice high punt. Fair catch called for. And Bone takes the forward catch there at the 33. 37-yard punt, no return. And the Ledgers are going to take over here at the 6:21 mark. Ball be at their own 33-yard line. So that time Springs has been putting back 2 safeties back against the punt. That time went with just 1. And good sure hands there by Bone. Made the fair catch. And they're going to start at the 33-yard line. 14-0 on your Quest Interior scoreboard. The Ledgers trying to get a sustained drive going here. Give us to the first man through, Humphrey. And he gets up to the 35. And he's brought down inside there by Matt Shelvin. Been calling his name a couple times. Going to call that a 3-yard gain there for Levi Humphrey. 5 carries, 5 yards, and they're just going to be content to pound away little by little and see once if they can't break a bigger play on the ground like they did on the touchdown by Nate Mueller, who got through the line and won a 32-yarder as he went over that left side behind Tony Yogurtst and Billy Schrouth. 2nd and 8. King this time is going to give to Miller. Miller's inside. He got right up to the 36 before he is slammed down, and they're on the bottom of the pile again. Matt Shelvin. Impressive play inside by Matt Shelvin, a junior, 6'1", 235-pound junior. Humphrey gets 1. It's now 3rd down and 7. Clock running on your Quest Interior scoreboard down toward the 5-minute mark of this first half. Coming up, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime highlights. The Holiday Automotive halftime show. Back to pass is King. Has good protection. Has his man caught. A nice grab there by Caden Blank. Caden Blank, the tight end, with a nice route. He's up to the 47. It's a 13-yard gain. Blank with his 6th grab of the year. That one is good for 13 and a first down by passing, the 5th first down overall for St. Mary's Springs Academy in half number 1, and they're in business up here at the 47. Back to pass again is King, coming back right side. That one just a little bit too high as he was looking to find Gavin Jans. Gavin Jans getting a chance to play due to Sam Lucas's shoulder injury that he sustained in practice on Thursday. And so it's next man up, and Jans, a 6'3", 170-pound junior, out in the pattern that time. Second down now and 10. So far, 4 completions and 7 attempts for Cullen King. King back to pass this time, give us to Miller. Miller's going to try to bump it outside, and he can't. Good containment over there by the defensive back. I believe that was Connor Marshall who had containment and did not let Miller get outside. Gets 2 yards. It'll be third down now and 8. So good containment as Miller tried to get outside, but the defensive back over there on the far side, Connor Marshall, directing him back inside, and that's where he had some help from his linemen and his linebackers, and they stacked him up for the 2-yard gain. And we're going to give a penalty on the far side as Gavin Jans, again, hasn't had much reps if the injury happened in practice yesterday. And Jans a little bit too quick. And that'll be a 5-yarder. It's going to bump them back and make it 3rd and 13 as the ball will be at the 44-yard line. Play comes in with Sam Baker as the Ledgers flip wideouts. Wool and Baker kind of the ones bringing the plays in. Now we're not quite sure on the play, and the Ledgers going to take a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. 3:34 to halftime. Our score, St. Mary's Springs Academy 14, Lomira 0. We'll be back right after this on Radio Plus Sports.
Dr. Shane Bauer of Bauer Chiropractic for progressive and traditional chiropractic care. If you're in pain, Bauer Chiropractic offers unique ways to provide relief for many types of pain and conditions. New to this area is MLS Class 4 cold laser therapy, which can be very effective with treating many nagging injuries such as plantar fasciitis, tennis elbow, shoulder pain, knee pain, and many others. Pain relief and prevention are 2 reasons to see Dr. Shane Bauer at 355 North Peters Avenue, Fond du Lac, or log on BauerChiroFDL.com.
So 3:34 to go in your Quest Interior scoreboard. And St. Mary's Springs with a 14-0 lead here over Lomira. Big 3rd down and 13 coming up here for St. Mary's Springs. The ball resting on their own 44-yard line. And sustaining drives has been a bit of the challenge for the Ledgers. They have had a couple big plays, one big play defensively, the blocked punt by Billy Schrouth, and then the other one, the Nate Mueller 32-yard run. But other than that, the ground has not been, they haven't been able to consistently move the ball on the ground and rack up first downs. 3 of the 5 first downs have actually come through the air. Passing situation here on 3rd and 13, likely 4-down territory. King back to pass, has some time, looking to throw it down the middle, has his man wide open, and unable to corral it. Unable to corral it was Caden Blank. He'd gotten behind the defense. Looked like he might have it. He was right near the sideline. And the ball fell incomplete. And now on 4th down and 13, the Ledgers are going to have to punt. Made the right play call. Blank got behind the defense, beat his man, and King put a nice ball out there, but not quite able to get it to where it had to be. Blank unable to haul it in, and if he did, he had nothing but green grass in front of him. No one was going to catch him. It would have been 6 points. Said it's a punt. The first time we've seen the Ledgers punt. So Nate Mueller back to punt. High snap, corrals it, now he's going to let her fly. Wobbly punt, not a long one. It's going to bounce out of bounds up at the 32-yard line. Be a 24-yard punt for Mueller. On the first time the Ledgers have had to punt today. Lost it on downs a couple times. And now Lomira with 3:18 on the clock. And Nate Dewhurst and his offense have yet to record a first down here in the first half. And they're going to try to see once they can right the ship there as they begin with the ball at the 3:18 mark on their own 32-yard line. If you're a Lomira fan, you want to see at least some first down, some progress offensively, see if they can get some continuity going. Here's the fake. Dewhurst trying to go the outside, beats one man. Now he's through across the 40 and still on his feet before coming up from the secondary to make the hit is Nate Mueller, but that was a nice gain. And we talked about not having a first down. There comes the first down. A 14-yard run by the quarterback, Nate Dewhurst. And Lomira now up near midfield as they look to bowling out of bounds. That stops the clock too. See if they can put a drive together, maybe salvage some points here before halftime. So now the ball on the 46 after the 14-yard gain. Pistol formation again. And there's another fumbled snap and just a little bit high. And I think that time as I was watching, I think Dewhurst just took his eye off of it. And that ball's going to go back to the 37-yard line. That's a 9-yard loss. That's the third fumble. And Dewhurst, who had gotten above positive yardage on his carries, now back to minus yardage. And it's the kind of thing that's been hurting the Lions is now they're 2nd and 19. And now in an obvious pass situation, at least a very likely one, Ledgers with 3 defensive backs deep. Going to give it off now. Neitzel, he's going to cut inside across the 45 down to the 47. So Neitzel able to get 10 of those back. A nice little shifty run by Logan Neitzel. Neitzel tackled by Charlie Keeble. And makes it a little more manageable. 3rd down and 9. Clock running with under 2:10 to go here in half number 1. Late substitution, hustling off the far sideline for Lomira. They got Wollersheim now as the wideout to the right. Clock inside 2 minutes. Once again, almost fumbling it. Now Dewhurst is going to throw, trying to find Wollersheim, and he can't quite get it. And that pass is incomplete, and Tom Kaufman was all over him in the backfield, putting pressure on that pass. And Dewhurst's pass was out of the reach of Wollersheim. And we've got 4th down at 1:49 to go. And with this 4th down on the punting team back on. And that'll be Brager, Ethan Brager. Once again set to go. 2 backs now, Bone and Gerdig. And now they're going to fake. They fake is there, and here it comes. Hurdling and getting a first down. They snapped it to the up man, and the up man with the carry was number 21. That's Kobe Sakat. And Sakat brings the ball across midfield and down to the 38. So a 15-yard gain for Sakat on the fake punt. They snapped it to the up man, and nice fake by the punter, acting like he was kicking it, and now into Ledger territory for the first time. Give us off to Neitzel. No, Dewhurst is going to keep it. Still going in the secondary. He's across the 25 before Nate Mueller rode him down. It's a 13-yard gain for Nate Dewhurst. And we're going to get a timeout on the field with 1:13 to go. Lomira will take timeout. And we're going to keep it here. So Lomira with their first sustained drive that we've seen. They've picked up 3 first downs on the ground, one of those on a big 4th down fake punt. And good job there by Shane Obrigowicz and Brian Gregory digging into the bag of tricks. They need a spark, trailing 14-0. And they got it on that one. A nice snap to the up man. And It was Kobe Sakat, the sophomore, beat one man and then one shift move, and he had a gain there of 13 yards, which is more than enough for what they needed to get that first down. So now Lomira with the ball, and they have one timeout remaining. Ball resting on the 25-yard line, first down and 10. And if you want to know about kicking a field goal, Lomira has yet to attempt a field goal, although Ethan Breger 5 for 5 on PATs. Pistol formation again. Keeping it is Dewhurst. Dewhurst is up across the 28, and he is slammed down in there. Beautiful tackle by Billy Schrouth. And we're going to give him a yard gain there for Dewhurst on that one. His 10th carry of the game for a net of 11 yards. Unfortunately, 3 times he had to go cover fumbles where he mishandled snaps. Inside 1 minute. Man in motion, Dewhurst. Now they're going to go on a halfback pass. They're going to look down to the end zone. Touchdown! Turner Wagner took the pitch and threw it down the sideline, and hauling it in is Lorenze Johnson. And at the 39-second mark of the first half, Lomira is on the board on a pass play of 24 yards. So they pitched it back to Turner Wagner, and Wagner was able to loft a perfect pass, 24-yarder, to Lorenze Johnson for the score, and it's 14-6. And now Breger will try to add the extra point, and he shanks that one wide left. But as Lorenze Johnson hauling in the 24-yard pass from Turner Wagner, the first pass that they've been able to connect on so far today. And Lomira, which had their drive start at their own 32, goes 68 yards for the score, and they've cut the lead now to 14-6. So a little life for Lomira, and that was they got the ball there with 3:18 to go, and they've left 39 seconds on the clock. So under 3 minutes, 2:47 on the time of possession. And now the Ledgers are going to be back to take this kickoff and hope to break a big return. And otherwise, I think we'll be close to going to halftime unless they decide to air it out a little bit and see if they can add a late score. 14-6. First down means moving the chains. Presented by Addison Jones Real Estate. Call Addison Jones 923-4433 and then call the movers. Lomira, which did not have a first down at all, picked up 4 on that drive, and has cut the lead to 14-6. A low driving kick, and covering it up there in the center of the field is going to be number 45. I don't even have that number on my roster. Short kickoff, no return, and the Ledgers are going to be in with the ball on the 30-yard line, and they have just 39 seconds to work with. So we'll see when they run a ball on the ground and just are content to go into half, or exactly what's going to happen here. King under center. He's going to give to Miller. Miller cuts back, beats one guy, beats another guy into the secondary, and he's going to gain 12. 12-yard gain. Another first down for the Ledgers. They're up now to 54 yards. 6th first down for St. Mary's Springs. Break the huddle again. King looking out. He's got 2 wideouts to the left. Going to give it again. Mueller again. He's across the 50 to the 40. Trying to get a block. He's down to the 45. Another gain of 12. And another first down. And this time St. Mary's Springs is going to take time out with 15 seconds left to go. So Ledger's making a little interesting here. 2 nice runs. And for Nate Mueller, he's now at 7 carries for 71 yards. Of course, the big one was the 32-yard touchdown scamper that he had early in quarter number 2. But the Ledger defense, which had allowed basically nothing until the last drive, that time bent a little bit. And Lomira able to break the shutout up here in this first half, and it's a one-score game. And one turnover, and things can turn around quickly. So things got a little more interesting here as we wound down this first half. We're happy to have you along. High school sports on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by your Edward Jones Financial Advisors. Dan Sprader, Kathleen Taves, Patrick Ellisted, Matt Moses, Jeff Wills, and Ben Berchi. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Coming up at halftime, we'll have our Holiday Automotive halftime show and talk about your halftime highlights. And we'll even throw out some Taco Bell trivia. Give you a chance to win some T-Bell tonight. Back to pass is King. He's going to let it fly to the far side, and it's caught. Nice job tiptoeing the sideline by Sam Baker. And Baker tiptoes her down to the 33.
Caught by Baker.
It's another 12 yards added there. And that puts King up to 90, and Baker with a nice catch. He's got 48 yards receiving so far on 2 catches. So 8 seconds to go, and the ball now down to the 32-yard line. King again under center, wide outs each way. Back to pass, good protection. And that one, he running the inside route was Baker, and he threw it like he thought it was going to be an outside route. Bringing up second down with 4 seconds to go. King now 5 out of 10 for 90 yards. Came into this one 19 for 42. Has 2 TDs and 3 interceptions. Been averaging 88 yards per game, and he's at 90 already here in the first half. So don't know if in their preparations the Ledgers thought that passing was going to be a good thing, something they could do against this Lomira defense. Certainly Lomira has defended the run quite well other than a couple big plays. King back to pass, 4 seconds, likely the last play here of our first half. King with an in route, caught, and we got a flag down on the catch. And that will be, unless it's a defensive penalty, that's going to be the last play. Flag is in the background. They're going to call holding on the Ledgers. Going to be declining that one. So the gain will stand. It'll be the gain will stand of 12 yards on the catch by Baker. But we've reached halftime. And our score on your Quest Interior scoreboard is St. Mary's Springs 14 and Lomira 6. So we're going to take a break here, run some of the great sponsors that we have for you that are making this RadioPlus.info. RadioPlusInfo.com. I'll get it right yet. Making this broadcast possible. Ike is our engineer tonight. Frank and Ron bringing you the nice camera shots on a beautiful night. We're going to take a break for some of our sponsors and their ads, and we'll come back with our Holiday Automotive halftime show and some Taco Bell trivia. And I'm going to take a quick peek. The Brewers had a no-hitter going through 6 innings, and the Badgers also had an early lead. So we'll update you on that. We'll be back right after this.
Integrity Saw and Tool is a proud sponsor of Fond du Lac area sports. They wish the best of luck to all local teams this fall and winter. Integrity prides itself on being the fastest producer of high-quality cutting tools and providing the most reliable sharpening service in the industry. If you're looking for a challenging career with excellent benefits and a family atmosphere, contact the team at IntegritySaw.com. That's IntegritySaw.com.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank. Locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh Schneider with Silica for Your Home. We get innovative products in every day at Silica. I think one of the coolest things we have right now is something we don't even sell, our new digital price tags. We know you're busy, so these tags do the shopping for you. They search the internet twice a day, and if they find a product at a lower price, it automatically changes the Silica price. Shop Silica for the best sales, service, and pricing every day. So come on in and check them out. We hope to see you soon.
Every time nacho fries came back, that warm nacho cheese sauce was drawing something closer to the surface. This is our world, and these are our Mexican spices. Order up! So either we fight together, or we fry alone.
We've all got one, the junk drawer. Batteries, paper clips, old power cords, things that on their own are useful, but together make a mess. It's easy to let our investments accumulate the same way. When was the last time you really sat down and reviewed whether or not your current investments continue to match your overall objectives and risk tolerance? When was the last time your investment advisor proactively evaluated your investments?
This is Pat Bresky with Lakeside Wealth Management. As a client of mine, you'll benefit from honest communication, personal services, and innovative strategies as we help you build and protect your wealth. Our objective is to provide you with clarity and confidence in your future and guide you along the path towards financial independence. As an independent firm, Lakeside Wealth Management has no obligation to investment product manufacturers. Our sole focus is serving our clients.
Contact Fond du Lac and Dodge County's Money Man, Pat Bresky at Lakeside Wealth Management, 923-9740 or lakesidewealthmanagement.net.
For a fun and hassle-free car buying experience, put your trust in Team Holiday.
Get here and get more truck or SUV for your buck and more for your trade. And score money-saving offers now on a new or certified pre-owned Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC during the Truck Month sale at Holiday. Choose a vehicle that's in stock today.
Or reserve one that's on the way. And enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care.
Find yours and discover the difference at Holiday Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Are you ready? Let's hit play. Remember being spontaneous? Let's do that. Get-togethers are back. Let's have lots of those. Still working in your PJs? No judgments here. Let's live for every moment. Let's embrace our health and wellness. And together, let's live well. Advocate Aurora Health.
When you hire the attorneys at Everson & Gibbs LLC, you're getting more than professional representation. Their partners are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Whatever your legal needs or questions, Everson & Gibbs LLC has you covered. Practicing business law, personal injury, estate planning, probate and guardianships, and real estate. They work closely with their clients to provide exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Give them a call at 920-922-7113 or head to eversonandgibbs.com.
And we're back here at Fruth Memorial Field, where we're at halftime here on RadioPlusInfo.com. And on your Quest Interior scoreboard, St. Mary Springs Academy leading Lomira by a score of 14-6 here on our Holiday Automotive halftime show. We're going to get to our Holiday Automotive halftime highlights in just a bit. But first, it's time for Taco Bell Trivia. Our first correct answer will win some Taco Bell. Our Taco Bell menu in Fond du Lac is everything you crave, from tacos and burritos to our combos. Customize your order now and skip our line inside. Taco Bell Trivia, you're going to text the booth, 920-318-1349, 920-318-1349, and we're going to give you a little Wisconsin football trivia here tonight. Coach Barry Alvarez and Athletic Director Barry Alvarez, who now retired from that position, was, again, the longtime Badger football coach. But where, in what state, did he get his first ever head coaching position? In what state was Barry Alvarez the head coach for the first time in his career? Again, text the booth, 920-318-1349. Taking a look at our halftime highlights, the first big highlight came at the end of the very first possession that Lomira had, as it was Billy Schrouth who broke through and blocked the punt, and that ball squirted out, and Schrouth tried to pick it up. He did and got down to the 5-yard line, and 3 plays later, Brandon Gerdig ran it in from 1 yard out. At the 9:05 mark, a three-play, 5-yard drive lasted 1:13. Cole Rotman with the kick, and it was 7-0 St. Mary Springs. Neither team able to get any offense going, really. No sustained drives for either team through the remainder of that first quarter. The Ledgers just had 2 first downs by passing. couple nice passes from Cullen King. He hit Miller, hitting Nate Miller with one of those passes and Sam Baker with another. The Ledgers were unable to continue those drives till early in the second quarter when Nate Miller broke through for a 32-yard run, 3-play, 36-yard drive. And again, Miller covering the last 32 of it on a 38-second drive, and the Ledgers led by a score of 14-0. Looked like the Ledgers were going to be able to keep that going as they kept stopping the Lomira defense. Lomira was 0 first downs until their final drive in the last 3 minutes of the first half when they were able to pick up 3 first downs by run. One of those was on a fake punt that Kobe Sakat, the up man, took the direct snap and was able to gain a first down of 13 yards. And then on a little razzle-dazzle play, they shoveled it back to Turner Wagner, and Wagner let it fly down the left sideline and connected with Naranze Johns, and Johns was in the end zone for a 24-yard touchdown, and that put Lomira on the board. They did miss the extra point, but that brought us to our halftime score here of 14-6. Ledgers almost had another score. They, on a fourth down, ran a nice out play and had the hook and ladder all set up, but the receiver put his knee down just before he shoveled it off to Levi Humphrey, who would have been untouched down the sideline, and that caused them to turn the ball over on downs at that point. First downs, 4 for Lomira, 3 by run and 1 on the touchdown pass. Overall, Lomira 43 yards rushing, 24 yards passing. That was the only completion they had for a total of 67 yards. On the Ledger side of things, Cullen King has thrown the ball 11 times, completed 6 for 102 yards. And his top receiver, Sam Baker, 3 catches for 60. On the ground, the Ledgers have gained 86 yards. Nate Mueller, the workhorse so far, 7 carries, 71 yards. Haven't been able to get Humphrey going. He's got 6 carries for 6 yards. Penalties, the Ledgers, 3 of them. One of them negated a big kickoff return. I should say a big punt return. That one got erased by a penalty. And false start, a couple of false start penalties. One of them where they had about a 3rd and 8, dropped them back to 3rd and 13 and made things more difficult, and they were not able to get the first down. So far, no turnovers for the Ledgers. Lomira, none either, although they did have that punt block. They have fumbled 3 times, but have yet to lose one so far. So checking our texts, first answer in says Notre Dame, Louisiana. Or Louisiana, and the answer is no, that's not it. We're looking for where Barry Alvarez had his first head coaching job at any level. Head coaching job at any level. Again, text the booth in our Taco Bell trivia, 920-318-1349. Badgers up 24-0 at halftime, and big news for the Brewers tonight. 8 innings by Corbin Burns. He struck out 14, did not allow a hit. Josh Hader came in and pitched a perfect 9th. So it's a combined no-hitter for the Brewers as they win 3-0 in Pittsburgh. And the Brew Crew on a roll. I think there's lots of exciting stuff ahead for Wisconsin baseball fans as we wind down the rest of September and then go into October. And who knows, maybe even all the way to November in the World Series. So we're going to take another break here in our Holiday Automotive Halftime Highlight Show. And here are some more ads from our sponsors. Don't forget our Taco Bell trivia question. Text the booth, 920-318-1349. That question again, in what state did Barry Alvarez have his first ever head coaching job? We'll be back right after this. You're watching High School Sports on RadioPlusInfo.com.
Doyle Kelly Dental, the name this area is trusted to bring smiles for over 50 years. Dr. Kathy Doyle and Dr. Aaron Cole continue this exceptional care with staff who go the extra mile to make sure you're comfortable throughout your entire appointment.
Hello, this is Dr. Aaron Cole. I'm excited to be working in my hometown alongside Dr. Kathy and the team at Doyle Kelly Dental. I will continue making your smile my first priority. I'm in the office 5 days a week and serving you until 7 p.m. on Mondays. I'm accepting patients now at FondulacsSmiles.com.
No matter what season it is, you want to keep your vehicle in tip-top running condition. Anders Auto Parts, your Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac, can help. Stop in and see the experienced counter personnel at Anders. They can find the exact product or part you need. Anders carries a full line of quality products at great prices. So whatever it is you're looking for to get your vehicle running great, stop in or call Anders Auto Parts, 16 West Sibley Street at 922-3390, your locally owned Auto Plus Auto Parts store in Fond du Lac.
We make fans of customers by making car buying fun, easy, and hassle-free. It's part of our culture here at Holiday.
Drive inspired and with confidence this fall and winter in a new or certified pre-owned Mazda and lock in enticing offers now during the SUV season sales event.
Get more Mazda for your money, more for your trade,
And enjoy Team Holiday's excellent customer care. In-store or from anywhere with Holiday at Home. It's online vehicle shopping simplified.
Discover the difference at Holiday Mazda Fond du Lac. It's worth the trip.
Hey guys, I'm about to upgrade my summer with a loan from Fond du Lac Credit Union. Thanks to their super low rates, I'm thinking of buying a brand new camper and hitting the open road. Or maybe blaze my own trail on a sweet ATV. What about skimming the waves on a shiny new jet ski or cruising Lake Winnebago on my very own boat? Gosh, these low-rate loans have made this the best hard decision ever. Upgrade your summer with a loan from Fond du Lac Credit Union.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's bciburke.com.
Winnebago, Winnebago.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy is different than most high schools.
We have a wide variety of activities to get involved throughout WLA.
The teachers are always willing to help and want us to succeed.
The atmosphere at school makes you feel safe and welcome.
Tuition may seem expensive, but we are part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program.
The most important aspect of WLA is the Christian education that is offered.
Come join our family. Visit us at WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.
Call us when you need a company you can trust.
You hear it all the time, but what does it mean? This is Danny and Heather at AirTech Heating, and for our company, it means we do right by our customers and provide them quality service for superior home comfort.
It means our prices are competitive and fair. It means that we stand behind our work. It means doing whatever it takes.
To whom you trust, your family's safety and comfort does matter. Call the team at AirTech Heating at 924-6742 when you need a company you can trust.
Greg Zonneveld back with you here at Fruth Memorial Field. 1 half in the books. Teams completing their halftime exercises. They've had their information from their coaches and getting set here for the second half. St. Mary Springs Academy leading 14-6 on your Quest Interiors scoreboard. Both these teams, as I said, came into this one with a record of 1 win and 2 losses. Lomira, lots of empty spaces they had to fill after last year. They had 10 players who graduated from that unbeaten squad that never got a chance to play in the playoffs, whereas the Ledgers just had 5 seniors last year who came out in that COVID-adjusted season. But a lot of injuries have been the problem for Coach Bob Highland and his squad. Next week, the Ledgers will be at Campbellsport. Campbellsport, one of the early surprises. They are 2-0 so far in conference play, and the Ledgers will be back here at Fruth Field on Friday night to take on the Cougars. As for Lomira, they'll return home to the turf, and they'll take on North Fondy, a program that's really been struggling the last few years, struggling again this year. They have yet to get a win. So Lomira hoping they can continue to be competitive here with the Ledgers. A year ago, remember, Lomira knocked off St. Mary Springs. First time that's happened in a long, long time. But the Lions had a loaded team, and were able to get that done. Unfortunately, the schedule didn't allow Lomira and Amro to play against each other. They were the 2 unbeatens in the flyway race, but with no playoffs and a limited schedule, though that was one matchup that did not happen. Still waiting for a winner in our Taco Bell trivia. The question is this. Barry Alvarez, who recently retired from the University of Wisconsin as their athletic director, Of course, coached the Badgers for many, many years and a couple of interim bowl games. But where did Barry Alvarez, in what state did he have his first ever head coaching position? And it was a high school coaching position. So looking for someone to text the booth, 920-318-1349 is your number up here in the booth for Taco Bell Trivia. So we're going to get set here for the second half. And before the game, we didn't get a chance to do your Baker Cheese starting lineup, so we're going to try to do that here as we begin half number 2. Our pregame show got cut just a little bit short. Don't forget, start your new career at Baker Cheese today. Visit bakercheese.com to find out how you can apply today. We're going to start with the Ledger offense across the line. Tony York, 6'2", 245 senior, is the left tackle. The left guard, Billy Schrouth, 6'6", 280, a senior. The center, Adam Wilcox, 5'11", 165, a junior. The right guard, Kyle Pells, 5'11", 260, a senior. Cooper Longley is the right tackle. He's a good one, too. A young one, 6'2", 250, a sophomore. The quarterback, Cullen King, 6'6", 180, a junior. His first time starting this year. The backs behind him, Levi Humphrey, 6'1", 195, a junior. Nate Miller, 6'1", 175, a senior. Caden Blank is the tight end, 6', 170, a senior. And the split end flankers, James Bone, 5'10", 165, a senior. Josiah Mole, 6'2", 170, a junior. And we're also seeing Sam Baker, 6', 145, a junior. Baker being pressed into action due to the injury to Sam Lucas, a sophomore. For Lomira on defense, nose tackle Hunter Wondrous, 6'2", 240, a senior. The ends, Zach Puss, 6', 230, a senior. Matt Shelvin, 6'1", 235, a junior. The linebacking crew, Logan Neitzel, 6'1", 190, a senior. Isaac Wolf, 5'11", 160, a junior. Turner Wagner, 5'11", 150, a junior. Owen Recklau, 5'8", 147, a junior. And we'll set the secondary for you right after this as we get set for the kickoff. The Ledgers will receive as we begin the second half. Ledgers at the north end, a squib kick picked up by the up man. He's going to go up across the 40 and get hauled down there at the 45. And again, that's a player we don't have on the roster that was provided to us, but that time about a 13-yard return. And St. Mary Springs is going to start this third quarter with the ball, good field position at the 45-yard line as we get set for half number 2. Bringing up his team is Cullen King up under center. The setbacks again, Humphrey and Miller. One wide out to the far side is Baker. The give this time is to Humphrey. Humphrey up across the 47, and he's stacked up, never brought down, it doesn't look like, and kept his footing, and he got up there to the 47. We'll call it a 2-yard gain for Humphrey. He's had slow going on his rush so far. 7 carries for 8 yards unofficially, but picked up 2 there. It'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Mole comes wide out here to the right along with Baker. 2 wide outs to the right for King. King's going to give. No, now he's going to keep, and now pitch. And coming around the outside is Miller. Miller across the 45 to the 40 to the 35 to the 30, all the way into the secondary. And finally he's corralled by the secondary, number 22, Gabe Harmon. Had to come up to make that tackle, but we got a penalty flag. It was a nice gain after it was 2nd and 8. And let's see once what the penalty is going to be. Referee's having a discussion. It'd be an illegal block on the Ledgers. And that wiped out a 28-yard gain for Mueller, Nate Mueller. And instead, they're going to march the Ledgers back. That's going to be a 10-yard walk-off from the spot of the foul. And actually ends up being about a, from the spot foul, ends up being about a 7-yard penalty on an illegal block. So now 2nd and 15. King again is going to pitch wide and trying to go around the left side and finding nowhere to go. Over there is Jonathan Korb. First time we've called his name. And Korb's going to move backwards by a yard. So Korb loses 1. And that brings now 3rd down, and it's going to be actually 2nd down and No, it is 3rd down and 16.
3rd and 16. Here we go with the honeypot numbers.
Announcer had me a little confused next door to me here. So 3rd and 16, clock running inside 11 minutes here in quarter number 3. St. Mary Springs leading Lomira 14-6. Passing situation here. King's going to go back to pass. Got a nice clean pocket. And now he's going to let one fly. Has his man down the middle blank and double teamed and couldn't quite get it. It did hit him in the hands, but he had lots of company as there were double coverage. Nice job back there. Nice hit put on by Jackson Gable, the freshman, getting some help there, helping out in the secondary and kind of the nickel package, not one we normally see. So that's going to bring a 4th down. It's going to be a punting situation here. 2nd punt the Ledgers have taken so far. And this time again it'll be Mueller. And the Ledgers moved back that time 6 yards. So not a good possession there to start this second half. Mueller takes the snap. He's going to let this a much better punt. Nice high spiral. It's going to be taken at the 21. Fumbled, now picked up to the 22, and then going down there at the 25 is the punt returner. That looks like Taylor Schomburg, and it was. So a 5-yard return.
Schomburg on the return.
After a 39-yard punt.
5-2-1, 6-4,
so better punt that time by Miller. Actually, not just a good distance of punt, but a nice high punt. Gave the coverage a chance to get down there and do that. So it's the first time that it's been a return punt for Lomira. The last one went out of bounds. So now the Lions will be on offense. J.J. Voigt, Eric Carlin, Ethan Fiddler, Zach Puston, Matt Shelvin are the front line. I don't always get those guys' names called, so I want to get them out, get their names thrown out there to those watching at home. They're the offensive line. And we got a penalty flag. We're going to have a motion here. He gave it to Neitzel up the middle. He gained 2 yards. But I believe we're going to have a motion penalty for Lomira here. It's going to cost them 5 yards. Yes, it was. Player moving before the snap. 2nd penalty for the Lions. Both of them have been of the 5-yard variety. One of those a defensive offside, and now this one. So they'll move back 5. It'll be 1st down and 15. Lions in their white uniforms, red numerals, black pants. Announcers always love it when you can read those numbers nice and clear, and we definitely can do that tonight. Ledgers in their traditional blues, black stripe down the pant legs, and white numbers. Give again is to Neitzel. No, Dewars is going to keep it. And he has some tough going, makes some good yardage, though, as he gets across the 21 up there to the 27. And Dewhurst is going to gain 7 yards on that one. So Dewhurst now 11 carries for 18 yards, and that time did some good running. Ran into a little traffic, but powered through. Dewhurst, a good-sized guy, 6'1", 190. First year playing quarterback after their all-conference quarterback from last year graduated. So now 3rd down, or correction, 2nd down and 8. This time goes to Johnson coming around the side on the jet sweep. And Johnson's going to pick up. He's going to get out across the 30 to the 35. He's going to be up there. It's marking back at the 34. So 6 yards there for Lorenze Johnson. And Lomira now is going to find themselves with a 3rd down and 2. Need to get up there to across the 35 to the 36 for a 1st down. Scoreboard says 3, so we'll 2 to 2.5 yards or so needed for the 1st down. Ball setting at the 34. Big play here for the Ledger defense. Offense struggled on their first possession. They want to get a stop here. Give us to Neitzel. Neitzel up across. He's got a 1st down and almost had more, if not for Levi Humphrey holding on to his ankles. And it's a gain of 5 yards for Neitzel. And a 1st down on the ground for the Lions, and they'll extend their drive. Let's see once they can get some continuity going here as we begin their first drive here of the second half. Again, the Ledger's missing some key players. And Isaac Highland, who's really one of their captains, heart of the defense, their top running back. High ankle sprain sustained during the first game at Lake Country Lutheran. His return maybe a week or two away yet. He's got his foot in a boot. 1st and 10 now, ball at the 39. They're going to try to throw it to get it to Johnson, and that one really beautifully played in the secondary. Josiah Mall. Johnson, a shifty runner. He's got some wheels. We've seen that earlier, and he holds him to just a 1-yard gain. First completion that Dewhurst has had. Johnson did have a 24-yard touchdown pass, but that was on a razzle-dazzle play from Turner Wagner. So 2nd and 9. And Lomira coaching staff, Coach Gregory had said we need to get sustained drives and run clock. And the Lions here have had the ball for over 3 minutes, trying to keep that going. Give now to the outside. Almost looked like trouble on the exchange. Schrouth gets the tackle as Neitzel struggled to get back. We're going to give him 1. And his helmet came off, so Neitzel's going to have to head off, and that's a tough break for Lomira as their top running back has to come off here on a 3rd down and 8 play. So 3rd and 8 here for the Lions. The ball at their own 41-yard line. Lomira trailing by 8, did nothing on offense until way late in that first half, where they were able to use a fake punt and a razzle-dazzle play to get on the scoreboard and make this a 1-score game. Now they're trying to make it here on 3rd and 8. Shotgun formation. Johnson in motion, takes it on the sweep, breaks through one tackle, but really doesn't, as right there to meet him in the hole was Lucas Ramaker. That's a couple of nice tackles that he's made. Ramaker with the tackle, and it's a 1-yard gain for Johnson. It'll be 4th down and 7, and Lomira's going to show to punt. 5th time we'll see Ethan Breger punt. Back to 2 safeties back here for the Ledgers, as dropping back are James Bone and Brendan Gerdig. Punt is up. It's a good one. Gerdig has to go back to take it at the 19, and his knee went down. So take it at the 19. A 39-yard punt for Breger, and kind of unfortunate there for Springs because Gerdig had some room to run, but unfortunately his knee went down, and the Ledgers will start with the ball at the 19-yard line. 5:15 to go here in quarter number 3, and Springs again struggled 3 and out on their first drive of this half. And now, after gaining 188 yards in half number 1, going to see once they can't get something going. Handoff up the middle, and no room to go there. Korb gains 1 yard. It gets 2nd down and 9. So we're seeing Korb in the backfield now instead of Miller. Not sure if... Actually, Miller's the 2nd back in there. Humphrey is the one who's out right now. So Miller in the backfield along with Korb. Blank is also out. So Ledgers having to go down the depth chart a little bit here. Back to pass. King under a rush, and he's sacked. Getting the sack in there for the Lions. That looks like... I think that was Matt Shelvin that was in there, along with Neitzel. But the sack brings him back down to the 12-yard line, so an 8-yard loss after the sack there, and good timely play by the Lomira defense as they dial up a blitz, and now it's 3rd down and 17. Ledgers with the ball now on their own 12. So Springs going backwards. Here comes Humphrey. He's up through the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Now he goes out to the left side. He's got 1st down and more to the 40. Up across midfield. He's being chased, knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Across midfield at the 42. So a 42-yard run by Levi Humphrey, who'd been quiet so far. And he breaks through that one with a big first down. After the Ledgers had the ball back at their own 12, they now get a big first down, get it all the way across midfield to the 44. Nice running by Humphrey. Got some good blocks on the left side of the line behind Yogerst and Schrouth. Now the give again, and that looks like that is Korb. And Korb is chopped down after, well, we'll give him one. Maybe got about 3/4 of a yard. Third carry for Korb. He's got 1 yard gains on those carries, and it'll be 2nd down and 9. And the Ledgers, who looked like they had 3rd and long, were in a big hole, moving backwards. Finally break through a big run with Levi Humphrey. We know he's capable of that, and he came through with one there. King now is going to fake, go back to pass. Rolls to the right, looking, has his man caught. Run out of bounds. Beautiful catch over there by Sam Baker. And we're stopping the clock. We got a penalty flag. And are we going to get another hold, or let's see what we're going to get? Is this going to negate a first down? Yes, we have an illegal man downfield. And on the illegal man downfield, as that play took a little bit to develop, that's going to negate a first down. And move the Ledgers back 5 yards. 5th penalty. It's about the 3rd one that's wiped out a real big positive play. And it's going to move Springs back 5 yards. And instead of a first down to the 25, going to move the ball back here now to the 48-yard line and bring up 2nd down and 15. It's too bad Cullen King had a nice rollout, got a nice block in the backfield. And it was a nice route run by Sam Baker. Little out route. Now Baker in motion as he goes across the formation. Give to Gerdig. Gerdig is going to try to pick inside. He has nowhere to go, and he's hassled down there. Nice tackle inside there by big number 89 for Lomira. It's Ethan Brager, the punter. Also in on defense here as a linebacker. No gain there for Gerdig. And it'll be 3rd down now. And long, 3rd and 13. Ledgers have been here before. The last time they had a 3rd and long, 17-yard 3rd down. They ran it and got the first down. We'll see once they go into the pass here. Here's the pass, 3 receivers to the right. Here's the ball thrown, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted, stepping right in front of the play with the interception for the Lions is number 21, Kobe Sakat. And that's the first INT thrown, the first turnover of the game. It's Cullen King's pass kind of into coverage, and Lomira off of an INT with 2:11 to go. He's going to have the ball at their own 29-yard line. So Sakat made the interception, and nice job in coverage. And the Lions now still only down by 1 score. You're one big play and a 2-point conversion away from a tie game. So the Ledgers by no means have this game under control. Pistol formation, give is to Johnson. Johnson running the sweep, now cutting inside. Breaks 1 tackle, and now he's free. He's across the 45 to the 40, and now fumbles and coughs it up as he's brought down over there by Miller. But the ball goes out of bounds, and a big gain. Let's see, going to be a 26-yard gain for Lorenze Johnson. And a first down is the 6th first down for Lomira. And again, they had none through the first 10 minutes of this game. And that time, nice job on the jet sweep. Johnson getting outside, and a good tackle on the far side by Nate Miller. Under center is Dewhurst. Dewhurst now fumble. The ball's going to go down, and we have a penalty flag come in. So we got lots to sort out here. Once again, the 4th time tonight we've seen trouble on the exchange. But we do have a penalty, and they're talking to Lomira. Let's see once. The flag is right smack dab in the middle of the field. They're going to say it's that looks like they're signaling to the player it was an illegal block. So we might see a 15-yard clipping here. Chop block. And now Coach Highland's going to have to make a decision. Personal foul, and they're going to send him back 15. So that's a big one. And really a safety penalty. Those are the kind of penalties in the rule book to protect players, and they ruled it was an illegal block, a chop block. So when a lineman gets low and gets that defensive lineman down below the knees, and that's where kids can get hurt. And at all levels of football, they really are careful with that. Those are how bad knee injuries can happen. So Lomira's going to move back 15 yards, and they're going to have first down now and 29. I guess it's a spot foul. So they're now back to their own 36-yard line after they had come across midfield. Give again tonight. No, Dewars is going to keep it. Drives through one player, and then he's wrestled down inside. And it looks like that was Keeble with the tackle. And he got a few yards back to the 41. We'll call it 5. It's now second down and 24. 12th carry for Nate Dewars. He had 33 carries coming in. Did average 5.4 yards per tote and did score 3 touchdowns. A lot of that coming in Lomira's 42-27 win in week 1 over Horicon Hustisford. Second and 24 in the final minute here of quarter number 3. Lomira kind of juggling their formation. Wide out to the right. Caleb Cook is the receiver to the right. Johnson in position again. I'm going to give it on the way coming around. And the end around, it's Wagner. And Wagner is stuck and trying to strip it with Mueller. And just a great tackle. And that's the way you want your safeties to play. And Nate Mueller, he's 6'1", 175, but he packs a big punch. And that one's going to bring the ball down there at the 42. Third and 23. So it is a gain of 1. But Turner Wagner is going to feel that one yet tomorrow morning because he got popped big time. So now third and 23, and clock has run out here on our Quest Interior scoreboard, and we're through 3 quarters. 3 quarters in the books. Nothing's changed in the scoreboard through quarter number 3. Our score, St. Mary Springs Academy 14 and Lomira 6. We'll be back with quarter number 4 right after this.
Are you unsure of what career path you want to take? Musa Sheet Metal is looking for motivated individuals to join their highly regarded apprenticeship program. Throughout the program, you'll learn the skills to be able to run your own job site. A career at Musa Sheet Metal is a chance to join a driven team working together to design and build products to help build communities. Learn more at musasheetmetal.com. That's musasheetmetal.com.
Build products that build communities. Apply at musasheetmetal.com.
The road working towards financial security can be long. It seems like there are many paths you can take, and not all of them are clearly marked. LedgeVest Financial is here to help guide you on your financial pathway. Our team gets to know you before tailoring a plan to meet your exact needs. LedgeVest Financial, proudly serving Fond du Lac with over 50 years of combined financial industry experience. Go to ledgevestfinancial.com or call 920-581-5700.
Here we go for quarter number 4 at Fruth Field. Greg Zonefeld with you on a gorgeous Saturday night. St. Mary Springs Academy leading Lomira 14-6. Lomira facing a third down and 23 to go. Back to pass is Dewars. He's being chased by Bulow. Now he's going to try to get the corner, and Tom Coughlin's going to usher him out of bounds into the Ledger bench. After he gains, he's going to come up short of midfield. It'll be a 7-yard gain. 7-yard gain for Dewhurst, gets him up to 30 yards. And now he had 4th down and 16, and this is going to be a punt time. And Ethan Brager is going to come back to punt. We do have a winner in our Taco Bell trivia. We'll get that for you at the change of possession. Ledgers with Gerdig and Bone back to receive the punt here. And it's a driving punt. Bone's going to take it at the 21. Going to race to the right, looking for a block. Gets 2. He's out to the outside. Now around the corner. He's across the 40 to the 50. Inside Ledger territory to the 40. With the cutback to the 30, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, St. Mary Springs. James Bone with a 79-yard punt return puts the Ledgers on the board once again, but there's a flag on the play. Kind of been the story of the night for Springs. And the flag is over at the 33-yard line. So it's going to negate a bunch of that return. And that's too bad because James Bone with a beautiful, beautiful return there. Flag sitting over at in front of the Lomira bench. There was a scrum of players there. That's about where he made a cutback. And officials are talking it over. I've not seen an official signal. Coach Highland out on the field. He's not happy. Not happy at all. He wants to know what the call is. And now one of the assistants is going to usher Coach Highland back. Some kind of an illegal block. And that's going to move the ball back. It'll still be Ledger ball in their own in Lomira territory. But what a difference as the points come off the board. So the Ledgers will take over at the 49-yard line. 11 and a half to go here in the ball game. Give us to Humphrey. Humphrey across the 25, down to the 35, down to the 30, and he's brought down by Neitzel in the secondary. He gets a bunch of that back. Down to the 29. Actually to the 30. So it'll be a 19-yard gain for Levi Humphrey. The second first down of this half for the Ledger offense. And the ball now at the 30. See if they can get a drive together and make this a 2-score game. King under center. 2 wide outs to the left. Is going to give it to Humphrey. Humphrey that time not able to get through the line. Be brought down for no gain. Logan Neitzel, the linebacker, is in there. And also tucking inside Turner Wagner, who has a touchdown pass in this one. Wagner just 5'11", 150, but a nice tackle there. They're going to give him 1 yard for Humphrey. Make it 2nd down and 9 to go. Mole wide here to the near side. Now here's the pitch. Across the 30, inside the 25. Putting his head down is Mueller. He's across the 20, down to the 18. That's going to be a first down. So 9 more yards on the ground here for Nate Mueller. Brings him up to 80 yards. I do have a winner for the trivia. If you're trying to put yours in, I do have a winner. We'll get to that here in just a little bit. Now we get a timeout. Timeout on the field. It's going to be a timeout taken by Lomira. We do have a winner in our Taco Bell trivia. And let's see. Sorry we didn't get to that just a little bit sooner. Our winner is Evan Totches. Evan Totches says a high school in Nebraska. And that is correct. Lexington High School in Nebraska in 1974. Barry Alvarez was the head coach there for 1 year, 2 years, 74 and 75. Then went to Mason City, Iowa High School for 3 years before he went to Iowa as an assistant, then to Notre Dame, and then to Wisconsin. So good job there, Evan. You're our winner of the trivia. We'll get your name to Nick and the guys at the station, and they'll get in touch with you of how you can collect your Taco Bell certificate. So timeout, Lomira. And their defense now with their backs against the walls. The Ledgers have hit the red zone. The ball down on the 18-yard line. A couple first downs on the ground after a penalty wiped out a big punt return. And now Spring's going to try to get the ball in the end zone anyway. And King trying to get loose. And nice job reading it on the rollout. And down there on the bottom of the pile once again is Matt Shelvin. We've called his name several times tonight. And he got a hold of King and held him to no gain. got to King before he could even make the pitch out. It looked like he was going to run a keeper anyway. He kind of faked the pitch and was going to try to cut it inside around the right side of that line. Going behind Pels and Longley. His big fellas over there couldn't do it. Give now is to Humphrey, second man through. Breaks one tackle and dives his way down. The ball came loose, but the referee on the far side saying the runner was down by contact. And they're going to get that ball down to the 16-yard line. So a gain of 3 that time for Humphrey. And now third down coming for the Ledgers. 3rd and 8. Clock running down toward the 9-minute mark. St. Mary Springs with a 14-6 lead. They're in field goal range right now, but I know Coach Highland and his staff, they want to see the ball in the end zone. King back to pass. Here's a fade route to the corner. Ball is passed perfectly. Hauled in and caught for a touchdown. A beautiful pass thrown out there by Cullen King. And over there to collect it, I believe that was Gavin Jans. Who made the catch. Gavin Jans, who's being forced into action here, makes the 8-yard touchdown reception and puts the Ledgers on the board, making this a 2-score game. They had 20 on the board once, had to take it off. Now it's back on, and Rotman set to try to make that 21. Low snap. Kick is up and good. And St. Mary Springs has made this a 2-score ball game here at the 8:48 mark. Gavin Jans pressed into action due to injury, collects the pass from Cullen King, and it's a touchdown pass and puts St. Mary Springs up 21-6. We'll be back right after this.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Every time nacho fries came back, that warm nacho cheese sauce was drawing something closer to the surface. This is our world, and these are our Mexican spices. Order up! So either we fight together, or we fry alone.
Here we go. The Ledgers set to kick off now, leading by a score of 21-6. Here's the kick. It's a high kick. Subtly under it. Over there is the receiver, Sakoti, and he is brought down after about a 7-yard return. Good job by Brendan Gerdig on special teams. And that's where Lomira is going to begin now with the ball inside their own 25. We're going to call it the 23-yard line.
First and 10 Lions from their own 20.
Ledgers that time drove 49 yards to the score. Coming on a Gavin Jans 8-yard reception, his first reception of the season, according to the stats that I had in front of me. And a good time for it. Gets into the end zone. So now the Ledger defense will see what they can do. And if you're Lomira now, you got to press the issue a little bit. You're down 2 scores. Give is up the middle. No, he's going to throw it, and the ball is incomplete. Faked it into the line, and looking for the receiver, Colin Wallersheim. That was incomplete. Nate Dewar so far has completed 1 of 5 passes for 1 yard. Billy Schroth coming off. He's played both ways on the line. Catch a little breath here. As the Ledger's trying to keep that those boys up front a little bit fresh. And Schroth, as we said, both ways in the line, take a lot of beating during that time. And he's a really good one, Division I prospect. Dewars is going to keep that time, try to come up the middle. And that was to Schroth's side where he would be. But Charlie Keeble comes up from his linebacker position. Makes that tackle. Gain of 2 for Dewhurst. And it's a 3rd down and 8. So Lomira looking to find 8 yards here. We'll see once if they go a little razzle-dazzle. They use that to get on the board late in the first half. They have one receiver wide to the left. Kind of a slot back here on the right. Pistol formation. Give us to Johnson. Johnson gets across the 25, but he's brought down there at the 28. Down there on the bottom of the pile. Nice tackle there by Ramaker. And he's going to gain 3 yards, did Lorenze Johnson. And that's going to bring up 4th and 4. And Lomira's going to elect to punt rather than risk giving the Ledgers a short field. 7th time we've seen Ethan Brager punt, averaging about 37 yards per kick. This one will come from the 29. He'll try to come over here to the right side. Now when he went down the sideline, almost kicked it into the bleachers. And that is going to be an 11-yard punt. This went right into the Ledger bench. So Ledger's going to get the ball here as they begin on their 40, on the Lomira 40-yard line. 7:12 to go on your Quest Interior scoreboard. Don't forget high school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com, presented by a bunch of our sponsors, including Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Dan Sprader, Kathleen Tays, Patrick Ellisted, Matt Moses, Jeff Willis, and Ben Berchi. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Some of those Edward Jones guys used to play for the Ledgers. Some familiar football and basketball names. King back to pass, looking deep, and both the receivers cut off their routes. And King looked like he was throwing a route to the flag over there, and ball falls incomplete. Nice-looking pass if the receiver would have run the right route, but it doesn't matter how good the pass looks unless it gets connected. 7 out of 14 for King. Came in connecting 45% of his passes. He got 110 yards and a touchdown on the last drive to Gavin Jans. 2nd and 10 Ledgers. Ball at the 40. Give us to the first man through. That's Korb. Korb is going to get up there across the 35. Gets stopped down there at the 33. 7-yard gain there for Korb. By far his biggest gain that he's had so far. And Ledger's now with a 3rd and 3. Very manageable at the 33. Definitely 4-down territory for St. Mary's Springs. Give us to Humphrey. Humphrey breaks the tackle. They had him by the ankles. Now he's across the 25. Down across the 25. Looks like he's going to be down at about the 23. And they had him dead to rights, but Humphrey kept those legs rolling. And he gets 10 yards before Turner Wagner out of the secondary had to come and knock him down. So another first down for Springs. They're 14th unofficially. And they're getting close to the red zone here. Clock running down toward the 6-minute mark on your Quest Interior scoreboard. Springs trying to put this one away. That time, nothing doing, and great job in the backfield. Great job getting in there by the defensive lineman. Number 68, that's Hunter Wondra. And he was in the backfield instantly and caused a 2-yard loss.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
Nice job of penetration by the big fella. Wondra, 6'2", 240, senior. He was all-conference at some level last year on the defensive line. Here's the screen pass coming. They get it outside. Gathering that in there is Baker. And Baker's up there now to the 20. And that's going to take 2nd and 12 and make it manageable. 5-yard reception for Baker. And that's his 4th grab for 65 yards. So Sam Baker, who came in catching 1 ball for 5 yards. Again, the injury to Sam Lucas, who was the top receiver. Baker has filled in nicely in the absence of Sam Lucas, and he separated his shoulder. He's got his arm in a sling down on the sideline. We'll see how long he's out, but it will be a while. So 3rd and 7, ball right at the 20. Back to pass again is King. He's got a receiver wide open, lays it up there into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Mary's Springs. Lucas Ramaker made a nice little move around the outside, caught it for 20 yards, and a Ledger touchdown. And the Ledgers now have taken a 21 8-point lead. Again, Ramaker with a nice catch of 20 yards. And now Rotman's going to try to add the extra point. Snap is down, low snap once again. Nice job by the holder, Gerdig, as he got it set. And it's up and good. And with 4:34 to play, our score, St. Mary Springs Academy 28, Lomira 6. We'll be back right after this on RadioPlusInfo.com. So the St. Mary Springs Ledgers have cranked up the offense here in the fourth quarter, scoring 2 touchdowns after a scoreless third quarter, and have taken control of this one. The Ledgers now leading 28-6. That time Lucas Ramaker getting through on a 3rd down and 7 play and catching that 20-yard pass. Beautifully laid out there by Cullen King. He's thrown the ball 16 times tonight, completed 9. Kick is going to roll down inside the 5. Going back to get it there. Looked like he might have been out of bounds on the return and then stacked up and hit hard.
The Raidman family has...
That's number 10, Taylor Schomburg. Coach Highland not happy with one of his players because he had the tackle down inside the 5. But somehow Lomira was able to escape. It almost looked like he went out of bounds. But nevertheless, they'll start now with the ball at their own 20 with 4:27 left to play. Again, Springs with a 28-6 lead. Kind of a lackluster third quarter, but a great fourth quarter. And the Ledgers have taken control. Dewars with the give. Coming around the outside is Neitzel, and he had nowhere to go. As Mole coming up there, Josiah Mole, to make the tackle. Looks like Neitzel's going to gain, what are they going to give him? Looks like they're going to give him 3 yards. Neitzel, the top runner coming in, has had tough go tonight. 8 carries, 24 yards. Clock inside 4 minutes. Good to see Billy Schrouth back out. He was out for a few plays in the last series defensively. And we'll get a motion penalty here. Lions looking around at each other, and definitely a mistake, I should say, on the snap. 5-yard penalty. Been a pretty clean game. 4 penalties for Lomira, 5 for the Ledgers. Ledgers have had some really key ones. One wiped out a touchdown on a punt return. Another one wiped out a big pass play. Another one wiped out a big running play. So 3 of their penalties really cost them big yardage. And yet they still lead here by a score of 28-6. Those will be some mistakes I'm sure Coach Highland and the staff will want to address. Dewars is going to fake the pitch and then keep it. And he runs into a stone wall up there. Big tackle up front there by Yogerst. Tony Yogerst, 6'2", 245. And they're going to gain 2. 3rd down and 10. So we'll give Dewars 2 yards there. 3rd and 10 here. Clock inside 3 minutes as this one winds down. Ledgers with this one well in hand. They honored some Hall of Fame members they were unable to do last year at halftime at tonight's game. Also a nice 9/11 remembrance before the game. And nice touch. The Lions came out with a big American flag as they took the field. And I'd like to see that. And now we're going to get a late hit penalty.
Johnson on the carry.
And
flag on the play.
Looked like Cooper Bulow had the tackle.
Please, if you'd be so kind as to
and
pick up the garbage around your...
I think they're going to call it a late hit. Billy Schrouth asking a question, kind of shaking his head. Bulow thought the late hit penalty was on him. Well, let's see once. The officials having quite a conversation on this one. The flag did come in late. In fact, it's still sitting about 3 yards off the sideline. Woldersheim's going to pick it up and help the referee out. Oh, that's a great idea. Now he drops it back. Coach Highland having a good laugh over there with Wollersheim. And the official's going to try to sort this out. And now they're going to talk to someone else. So every single official will get in on the conversation here in this one. Clock is stopped with 2:34 to go. And trying to keep the players out of the discussion. Wollersheim's over to the Lomira bench, signaling one thing, and now we'll see what they say. Coach Highland is not happy, partly because maybe it took so long. And let's see what they're going to say. Still have not seen a signal. And that's going to be a 15-yarder, it looks like. 15-yard penalty. Guessing that's a late hit. I think it went on Bueller. Or Bulow, I should say. He came off the field right away. He was not happy. There's a scrum going on a little bit there. But first down by penalty. The 7th for the Lions. And the clock now moving inside 2.5 minutes. So Lomira now with the ball in the 38. Whole lot of discussion going on as to what play they're going to run. In high school, you don't have the play clock. It's kept by the back judge. And he's counting off, so he must be getting close. He counts pretty slow that last 5 seconds. Give us to Neitzel. Neitzel comes up inside, and he's going to get knocked down for no gain. Looked like coming up was Humphrey from his linebacker position with a little bit of help by Mole. 2nd down, 9 to go. They gave him 1 yard. It's a play in with Johnson. Lomira's been pretty deliberate about getting plays in and out. All the players with the wristbands as they don't huddle. And pistol formation once again. Keeping it there is Dewhurst, looking for somewhere to go. Steps through one tackle, gets a first down as he up across midfield. And that's going to be a 12-yard gain there for Nate Dewhurst. And we got a timeout. Timeout, I believe, can be taken here by Lomira. That's my guess anyway. Dewhurst with the first down, the 8th first down for the Lions as they look to see if they can't put a late score on the board. They're now into Ledger territory. 16 carries for 46 yards unofficially tonight for Nate Dewhurst. He's had the most of that. Lorenze Johnson, they've run him on a few jet sweeps. He's got 39 yards on 6 carries. Logan Neitzel, their top back, limited to 9 carries for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 for Lomira. Ball just inside Ledger territory. Back to pass is Dewhurst, and he's going to get wrapped up and sacked. Back there for the sack. First man there was, I believe that was Finn Bulow on the tackle. And that's going to be a 6-yard loss for Dewhurst. 2nd sack that we've seen tonight for the Ledgers. So now 2nd and 16, clock running inside 40 seconds. Probably the last play we're going to see. One wide out way to the right. Wollersheim to the right. Wide out to the left. Johnson comes in motion. They give it to the Neitzel, the first man through. And he's back up across midfield. Picks up 6 yards for Logan Neitzel. Gets him to 30.
Mall on the tackle.
Mall with the tackle. And I think that's going to be all she wrote. Doesn't look like Lomira is going to run another play. And time is going to run out. And the St. Mary Springs Ledgers even their record at 2 wins and 2 losses with a 28-6 win tonight here over Lomira. Ledger scored a touchdown in the first, 1 in the second, and 2 in the fourth to wrap up a 28-6 victory. Took a little while to get things going, but the Ledgers, with a great fourth quarter, take control. We're going to take about a 3-minute break here. Come back here with the postgame. Our Anders Auto Parts postgame show will come your way. We're going to run to look inside the numbers, look for our BCI Burke player of the game, our Marion University player of the game, as well as look ahead to our next game broadcast. Once again, our final here on your Quest Interior scoreboard. St. Mary Springs Academy 28, Lomira 6. We'll be back at the postgame show right after this.
Been quarrying and producing natural stone products for over 50 years. Hi, I'm Brock Rademan with the Rademan Stone and Landscape Company. As the first member of our 4th generation family-owned business, I'm proud to carry on the tradition of providing quality stone products to Fond du Lac and the surrounding areas. Is your driveway in need of repair? Here at Rademan's, our crushed stone division provides our customer with stone needed for maintaining your gravel driveway. Our quarry stone division provides landscape stones such as stepping stones and retaining wall stone for your outdoor living areas. We also offer natural thin and full veneer stone for interior applications such as fireplaces or outdoor applications to combine with or replace your siding or brick. Whether building or remodeling, veneer stone can add a natural look and feel to your home. Our natural stone is available in many different textures, sizes, colors, and cuts. Stop out at Rademan's and see our indoor-outdoor stone displays, or like us on Facebook to see some finished projects. Rademan Stone and Landscape Company, where we have the materials to do the best work on earth.
One of the neatest projects and programs that we have that I truly believe in is our 5 Cents for the Future program. Every time a customer swipes their Bristol Morgan Bank debit card, we donate 5 cents to our scholarship fund, which is administered by the Fond du Lac Area Foundation. And we provide scholarships for local students that are going to 2-year, 4-year school. We're there for up to a 4-year renewable scholarship.
Bristol Morgan Bank, locations in Oakfield, Fond du Lac, Brandon, and Van Dyne. Log on, bristolmorganbank.com.
It is a great time to sell. To see interest rates as affordable as they are, home values are still on the rise, but consistent. And if you thought your house wasn't worth listing for sale, I think you need to think twice about it and get a consultation from one of our agents. We do have a free service where we come out and we take a look at your house and we tell you what we think it would sell for. Knowing what your house is worth is very important, but knowing what your goals are even more important. And we would like to sit down and talk more about your story, about why you're selling, and then finding out what we think it should sell for.
Greg Zonefeld back with you here at Fruth Memorial Field, where tonight in Wisconsin Flyway Conference football, St. Mary Springs Academy has knocked off Lomira by a score of 28-6. Welcome to the Anders Auto Parts post-game show, where we're going to run through some numbers. First of all, our LedgeVest Inside the Numbers, LedgeVest Financial. Let them guide you on your financial pathway. Contact LedgeVest Financial today at ledgevestfinancial.com or call 920-581-5700. It's a lot of LedgeVests in a short period of time, but we're glad that they're with us as our sponsor tonight. Taking a look at statistics, first of all, for Lomira, they finished with 124 yards on the ground and 25 yards passing for 149 yards total. Nate Dewhurst, their quarterback, 1 of 5 for 1 yard. It was Turner Wagner who completed one pass for a touchdown, a 24-yarder to Lorenze Johnson. That was late in the first half and cut the lead to 14-6 just before halftime. On the ground, Logan Neitzel, the top running back, typically for Lomira, held the 10 carries for 30 yards. Nate Dewhurst, the quarterback, 17 carries for 40 yards. Lorenze Johnson, 6 carries for 39 yards. Turner Wagner, 2 carries for 2 yards. And on a fake punt, it was Kobe Sakat with a 13-yard gain. So all told, Lomira, 36 rushes for 124 yards, under 4 yards per. So good job defensively by the Ledger defense tonight. Penalties, 4 penalties for 30 yards for Lomira, none of them too consequential. And that about wraps it up. They had 8 first downs as a whole, 4 in the second quarter, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth, but one of those was by penalty. So Ledger defense really cracking down in half number 2. For Bob Highland and his squad, the 483rd victory in Coach Highland's career. He's coached 597 games now, so they're 3 away. Looks like the Winnebago Lutheran game will be game number 600 for Coach Highland. He's in his 51st season. 15 first downs tonight for the Ledgers. Cullen King through the air, 9 out of 16 for 135. His top targets, Sam Baker, 4 catches for 65 yards. Caden Blank, 1 for 13. Josiah Moll, 1 for 12. And a bunch spread around. Gavin Jans caught an 8-yard touchdown pass. On the ground, Levi Humphrey unofficially 13 carries, 81 yards. Nate Miller, 8 carries for 80 yards. Jonathan Korb 1 for 7. Cullen King 5 for 0. Was also, Brandon Gerdig had a 1-yard touchdown run, 2 carries for 1 yard. Ledger 6 penalties for 47 yards tonight. A couple of those were big ones. There's a 15-yarder toward the end of the game, but 1 penalty negated an 81-yard punt return. 1 negated a long running play, and not the kind of thing that I'm sure Coach Highland wants to see, and that'll be something they'll have to address in practice. So that is our inside the numbers. Looking at our BCI Burke play of the game, we're going to go with Nate Mueller's 32-yard run in the second quarter. Another big play was Billy Schrouth with a blocked punt in the first drive. But we're going to go with Nate Mueller's 32-yard run. That really made it a 2-score game as he broke through the line and made the touchdown. The BCI Burke play of the game, now hiring in different departments and shifts. Log on to burkecareers.com. And that player of the game, again, by Nate Mueller. Our Marion University player of the game. Marion University has many different programs to choose from. Log on to marionuniversity.edu to get started today. I'm going to go tonight with the quarterback, Cullen King. Came into tonight with 19 completed passes, and tonight completed 9 out of 16 for 135. Had some beautiful throws, too, that got dropped. And Cullen King doing a nice job engineering the offense through the air. And we're going to give him tonight's Marion University player of the game. AirTech presents our next game broadcast. No matter which type of heating system you have in your home, the knowledgeable technicians at AirTech Heating can perform timely repair if things go wrong. Our next broadcast of Ledger football comes up next Friday. They'll take on Campbellsport. Campbellsport undefeated in the conference. And the Cougars last year got taken to the woodshed by St. Mary's Springs. And the Ledger's going to try to knock them out of the realm of the unbeaten. Springs with a tough loss last week at Mayville. They bounce back today and are going to look to see if they can run the table the rest of the conference season. Hopefully they can get more healthy, more injured players, and by the end of the year, watch for Coach Hine and his squad to have them all set for another playoff run. That's going to wrap it up here from Fruth Memorial Field. Big thanks tonight to Ike, our engineer, to Frank and Ron on the cameras. My name is Greg Zonnefeld. It's been a pleasure to call the action for you here on RadioPlusInfo.com. Once again, our final score tonight, St. Mary Springs Academy 28, Lomira 6. Thanks for watching.
Come and grow with Burke. We are a company on the move and are looking for great people that want to grow with us. Hi, I'm Mike Phelan, President and CEO at Burke, a local company that creates quality and innovative playground equipment. Our team maintains a culture of enthusiasm, innovation, and customer service. We are currently looking for full-time first and third shift manufacturing employees. Burke offers a competitive wage and benefits package, on-the-job training, and a signing bonus. Learn more about our open positions at bciburke.com. That's BCIBURKE.com.
You dream it, we'll fabricate it. At Quest Interiors, we fabricate one-of-a-kind countertops, and buying direct saves you money. Visit our showrooms today in Oshkosh and Fond du Lac to start your transformation. Quest Interiors, exceptional style, exceptional savings.
Signature Homes was founded about 25 years ago. Shortly after we started our real estate business, we realized there was a need for new construction. So many times we're out showing property to buyers and they aren't finding what they're looking for. And if we can't find them what they're looking for, we need to have another option. And so we started to customize homes and really make them specific to the customer's needs. That model has grown over the years. We started with building just a few homes, and now we're building 30, 35 homes a year. We have showrooms in all of our locations. If you just want to walk in and learn more about our building company, we can do that.
Team on top of the game for screen printing, custom awards, signage, and embroidery is Hoppers. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, located in the heart of Fond du Lac, can custom print to 1 shirt or 1,000. Pick from Under Armour, Gildan, Nike, and more. Choose your school for a custom one-of-a-kind look. Need banners, signage, or vehicle wrap? The team at Hoppers does it all. Hoppers Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy at the corner of Main and Merrill, Fond du Lac. Get more now at hopperware.com. That's hopperware.com.
If you're looking for a job where you play an important role in your company and work in a supportive team environment, join Spectrum today. As a customer service representative, you'll represent the nation's fastest growing TV, internet, and voice company and help bring Spectrum services to the communities we serve. We offer a competitive salary, best-in-class benefits, complimentary services, paid training, and excellent opportunities for growth and advancement. Interested? Go to jobs.spectrum.com today.
This broadcast is sponsored by the following local partners:
Bristol Morgan Bank, Taco Bell, BCI Burke,
Marian University, New Medical Center, Rademan Stone and Landscape,
Baker Cheese, Hopper Silk Screen and All-Star Trophy, National Exchange Bank and Trust,
Everson and Gibbs, Attorneys at Law, Bob's Pizza, AirTech, your Edward Jones Financial Advisors,
Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Musa Sheet Metal, Addison Jones Real Estate,
Quest Interiors, Anders Auto Parts, Right Way Home Improvement,
St. Mary Springs Academy, Scotty's Auto Works, Integrity Saw and Tool,
Pioneer Pit Stop, Spectrum Call Center, Pizza Ranch,
Camera Casino, Holiday Automotive, Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry,
Bauer Chiropractic, Silica for your home, the Fond du Lac Credit Union,
Moraine Park Technical College, Ledgevest Financial, Fondy Family Dental.
The complete broadcast schedule can be found at radioplusinfo.com.